Hello everyone, this is another episode of Nate's DIY Gardening. Just doing an update on the garden and the wind down for the season. So as you can see, everything is pretty much has been harvested and everything. So now it's a process of just kind of breaking down everything and then get ready for next season. So the hoop system worked very well. So on these two beds, I had 2-ply mill, kind of like a plastic covering. And those last two, I had a 3.5 mil type covering. They both work very well as far as protecting the plants. As you can see, that worked fine, but one of the bad parts is I got voles, or what they call field mice, in my garden. So look at these holes right there and right there. So my big dog, he was out for like almost a month in August. He had an ear infection, so he wasn't able to patrol outside like he usually does, and that's when they kind of got into my garden. So it took him about a month and a half to get back healthy, back to where he was. And then on top of that, when I put the plastic covering on, when it was like a freeze at night, that's when the voles actually came up and started eating into my garden because they had that plastic covering over it. So therefore, they wasn't susceptible to predators like hawks and owls and stuff like that. So we do have a couple of hawks and owls in this area, but because I had the plastic covering on, they was protected for those things. So once the season was over, I removed the plastic covering, stuff like that, and then he's kind of back to himself. So I think he caught one the other day. So the activity is not as much in my beds now as it was a few days ago, since he caught that one. I believe he caught one of them. So the next thing I'm gonna do right now is just kind of take all the PVC pipes down, try to save what I can save for next year, because I can use this next year, kind of do the same thing, but put do like I did before with the plastic, so when I have freezes in March and stuff like that, I can cover it, and also I can put like a netting over the top of them also, so I can keep away like butterflies and stuff like that lays eggs on your cabbage, on your collards, on your broccoli. So I can put that over that, still get rain, still get sunshine, but protect my plants from that. And then what I'm gonna do next, after take everything down, I will take these 3 beds and probably destroy them, because these are my oldest beds, and these are the beds that the mice got into, because the covering I usually put down at the bottom of my bed is probably broken down, so they was able to get in a lot easier than, say, over here. These are my newer beds, and I didn't have hardly any activity. They tried to get in. You can see some marks over there. They kind of dug around, but they really never got into the beds, because the coverings are a little bit newer that I have underneath my beds. So next year, what I'm going to use is something called a hardwood cover. You can find it in the section where you find your chicken wire. You just build your bed out, and then at the bottom, cut the hardware cover to the size of your bed, and then use a staple gun. The holes on those hardware covers are kind of like this, so the field mice or voles won't be able to get into your bed by digging underneath. So that's the update right now. As you can see, the kale still growing. I won't cover this during the winter months. We've already been down to 20 degrees in the morning for several mornings. You can see the kale is still going very well, so they're very hardy type plants that can be left out over summer, and also spinach also. Yeah, you can see right now he's sniffing, trying to find them. So he's back doing what he's supposed to be doing now. So that's it for now. I'll probably make a couple of more videos during the winter months. Maybe do a video on our dehydrator that we have, and probably do another video on our sealer that we have to seal once we harvest everything. We have a sealer that vacuum seals our harvest, so that way we can put it in the freezer and save it for a few more months after that. So again, if you like what you're seeing, I ask that you hit the subscribe button, let your friends know, leave comments in the comment section. Until next time, I'll see you.